Hey guys, Halden here, aka DVD Collector 96, and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. Okay guys, so I made a big purchase through Amazon to add more cool titles to my growing Criterion collection. Before I go ahead, guys, I'm all down to hear recommendations. I haven't had a title from the Criterion collection, but now, in the time that I'm recording this video, I'm going actually to the collection and watching the titles because I want to create my complete collection video and kind of give you my top of the movies that I have had. So far, I've been having the best experience, great picture quality, lots of bonus features, which I always enjoy. So I was at work the other day and I was like, I got the impulse when I was on my break and I'm like, let me check Alfred Hitchcock on the Criterion collection. Boom, 2 titles added to the cart. Let me check Guillermo del Toro titles that I'm missing. Things like that, and I ended up buying, I think in total 8 titles. I got all of them through Amazon. I need to learn to start taking advantage of the discounts, but they weren't that expensive, so I just decided to add it. And basically, this is the first clip of, I'm hoping 2 clips video, maybe 3, but it's going to be a big haul because I made a full order, but you know Amazon, they're shipping it like by parts, and I just received 2 different envelopes right here. I was about to show my address, I'm sorry. I received 2 envelopes right here, and both of them has a movie each. All the movies that you guys are going to be seeing on this big haul video, they're only Blu-rays. They didn't have the 4K quality image, basically. They were regular Blu-rays, but I don't mind. And basically, a lot of Alfred Hitchcock, a lot of Guillermo del Toro, and I think 1 extra title or 2 that they were on my mind that I just decided to get them. So, on envelope number 1, we have the movie Rebecca. This is a Blu-ray edition of a movie directed by Alfred Hitchcock from 1940. Alfred Hitchcock is a director that I discovered because of my grandpa. He told me Vertigo was considered one of the best movies in the world. They made a list back in 2012, and he was right, actually. He was a big movie fan. He used to collect, and I'm guessing now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it's because of my grandpa. He used to collect Oscar-winner Best Picture movies. That was his collection back in Cuba. I collect a lot of movies. Like, you can have a dumb movie here in my collection, a stupid comedy, and you can have like a French movie or whatever. So my collection is all over the place. Disney over here, superheroes. But Criterion has been one of those labels that I have added every single title that I have enjoyed. Most of them has been blind spots. For example, last week I watched Thelma and Louise for the very first time on 4K and I loved the movie. Today I saw The Silence of the Lambs for the very first time on Blu-ray quality. I know Kino Lorber I seen released it on 4K, but the Blu-ray quality was so good. Again, Criterion audio, picture quality, and the bonus features. The bonus features and the packaging, when they're digipacks or things like that, I'm all down for it. Now, the second movie that I got on an envelope, this one caught my attention. I started looking through the pictures and I saw the description, and it's not Hitchcock related or any director related. And it's a movie called Something Wild. It's a movie directed by Jonathan Demme, and it's a 1986 movie. This is a Blu-ray edition, and again, it just caught my eye, and I was like, you know what, let me add it to the Criterion collection. So these are the first 2 titles that I got from this big order. Again, if I'm not mistaken, there were 8 titles in total. Like I say on my big haul videos from the month, for you guys it's going to be a second, for me it's going to be probably 5 more days. Guys, this video has taken a funny turnaround. I made a terrible mistake. So for my birthday, I asked for like a new kind of shelf, and the reason why I need that shelf is because I want to dedicate it to Criterion movies. My Criterion collection has been growing insanely fast and insanely crazy because I started this video because I decided to add like 5 new titles to the collection, and at the time, since these whole videos are being recording clips by clips, I started watching my complete Criterion collection videos. I love the idea of having that community on YouTube, like when you can hear if somebody loves a movie and a lot of people are like, oh, this is a movie that you must have into your collection. Of course, I always check if it's a movie that interested me. And the original, like, I think originally there were 5, and now we're going to be having like 12 in total, if I'm not mistaken. So the orders are going to start getting cheap by Amazon, like pieces by pieces, like movies by movies. For example, on this specifically, we're going to be unboxing 2 new envelopes. Both of the envelopes have 1 movie each, and it's going to be like that until I get to the last one. I already made my mind. For now, I will stop on Criterion. I'm on the week that I'm trying to watch them as quickly as I can, but I want to dedicate my time to watch the special features and everything, and that takes sometimes the whole day. Sometimes I take a movie, and if I want to enjoy special features on the same day, I'm like, okay, so today is to watch this movie, to learn every single thing that I can about the movie, because I love movies. It's one of my favorite things to do in the whole world. It's like my favorite hobby. I don't like alcohol or things like that, so I like watching movies a lot. So I have 2 new envelopes. Let's see. These 2 envelopes are from Amazon. I'm sorry. Let me see if I don't show the address. Yes. So one came on the bubble one came on the regular one. Let's go ahead, and I have them pre-opened. Let's see the movie, the first one that we have today. Okay, so we have a French movie. I followed a YouTube channel called Films by Color, and the guy is always recommending Diabolique. If you like kind of like, they say it's like kind of the French version of Psycho from Alfred Hitchcock, and just because of that, they got me. It's a movie in French. I don't even remember if I watched a French movie, but if it's like Psycho, I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it a lot. So this is a Blu-ray edition, and that's another thing. All the movies that I have been adding from Criterion, they're only on Blu-ray, no 4K so far. Now the second envelope right here, let's see which one came today, and it's an Alfred Hitchcock movie. There is a lot of Alfred Hitchcock from the Criterion added on this big haul, and it's the Blu-ray edition of the movie Notorious. I haven't seen it. I think this is a black and white movie. But I love Alfred Hitchcock, and my plan is to grow my collection of Alfred Hitchcock as much as I can. I have already the main ones that I love, and these are movies that I'm going to be watching little by little. But again, my Criterion collection is definitely growing at a good pace, and I'm happy about it. I will say it every time, guys, recommend me your Criterion titles that you think that I have to watch or I should own. And when I have the chance, I will check if it's a movie that interested me, and little by little I will continue growing my Criterion collection, because not only the movies are amazing and I have had a fun time watching it, the packaging, the level of quality, like, I'm a big Criterion fan. I think I can say it's one of my favorite labels to collect, and it's definitely the label that I have the most movies. But guys, I love saying this. For you guys it's going to be a second, for me it's going to be a couple of days. I might like start getting the package and leave it as a pile, so I can record fewer clips, but I don't mind recording extra clips through the days. Okay guys, so continuing through the Criterion collection titles, I received a package through Amazon today with 3 new extra Blu-ray titles from the Criterion collection. This obsession needs to stop. I need to make myself time to just sit myself and enjoy with the Criterion collection, but like, I love physical media and I love the Criterion collection, so I'm like adding more and more titles as I go. But today we have a package with 3 new titles. I just got the notification that it was delivered to me. It got on my door, thankfully, and it come on a regular envelope. I just write down Criterion right here because I did have an extra package here. But let's see the next 3 titles on this haul video from the Criterion collection. So let me put the bubble bars correctly. So as I told you guys, this one came on a big envelope. I just write down here Criterion. It got shipped to me via Amazon. From when I did the order, it didn't took that long to get to me, so I'm happy with that. I'm not showing you guys the other side because it has the sticker with my address on. This one is just like a stick envelope, and if we look at the inside, there is 3 titles right there, but the envelope didn't come with bubble wraps on anything. So these are the regular cases from Criterion, so they usually don't receive any kind of damage, and they all should be on great condition here on the inside. Okay, so the first title from this envelope, we have a Guillermo del Toro movie called The Devil's Backbone. I think this one is from Spain, and in Spanish it's called El Espinazo del Diablo, if I'm not mistaken. So this one is a must-seen super soon because I love Guillermo del Toro filmography. So title number 1. For title number 2, I got a Mexican movie called Cronos, directed by Guillermo del Toro as well. And now I have like the 3 original Guillermo del Toros. They did a set on the Criterion with The Pan's Labyrinth, Cronos, and The Devil's Backbone. As a set, I have them individually, so I don't want to get that set that is out of print, but that set had amazing artwork on it. Now on November, I'm going to be adding The Shape of Water. I'm upgrading from my regular Blu-ray for 20th Centuries to the Criterion Collection, and I can't wait to have that one on the collection. Now, the last title for this clip specifically, we have the movie called Brazil, and I'm pretty sure this is from United Kingdom. This movie, I know it existed because one of my favorite actors of all times, which is River Phoenix, the last movie that he recorded before he passed away on Halloween night, he did it with this guy, which was in Games on Thrones as well, and I'm forgetting the name right now. I hate when I press record and names that I know, like, they just leave my mind. So he mentioned that he was a fan of the guy because he grew up seeing the guy on the movie Brazil. And when I saw that Brazil was a part of the Criterion Collection, I'm like, you know what, that's the movie that I want to have, and that's the movie that I want to see. So this is the 3 new titles on the collection. Of course, guys, you're going to be seeing unboxing videos on the channel, probably next year because my calendar is full until December, but eventually you will guys have every single unboxing video on the channel. So for now, I love saying this, but for you guys it's going to be a second. For me it's going to be an extra couple of days because I'm receiving little by little all the titles that I did on this big Amazon order. Okay guys, so let's finish this big Criterion Collection haul on an amazing way. I have a box from Amazon here. I don't even remember the last time that I received a box because I usually get pre-orders and the movies start coming out, so I get an envelope with a movie 2 months. This one, as I told you guys, was a big pre-order that not a pre-order, sorry. It was a big order that I did. Some releases are getting out earlier than others, but the time that the original video was planned to do like the haul from Criterion, temptations started calling. I started watching people's YouTube videos from the Criterion Collection, and I decided to add a few titles. So I'm pretty sure in one of the clips that I told you that I was only going to be getting Blu-ray releases from the Criterion Collection, but in this box right here I added 2 titles on 4K edition. One of them, if I'm not mistaken, is a pretty new release, but I haven't checked the dates or anything. Now there is 7 new Criterions on this package, if I'm not mistaken, and I have the golden bars ready. Let's see what did I get. So as I told you, I pre-opened the box. They came in this big box, and once I remove like the top, this is how it looks. To be honest, you know, this paper is not going to protect like the cases or anything, but I'm pretty sure they're all going to be in pristine condition, or at least that's what I'm hoping for. So this is the paper. That's not even bubble paper, so that's not a super good protection. Let's put it right there to the side, and this is how the movies looks on the insides. Now it should be 2 digipacks, and the rest should be regular, kind of like the Blu-ray 4K cases that they use. They are the clear cases, but you know they look beautiful when you open it up. So movie number 1, I have a 4K of the movie Peeping. I heard that this is kind of like a thriller, like kind of compared to Psycho, because I read like before Psycho, before Diabolique, something like that, and I think this is a United Kingdom movie. And guys, don't judge me, not almost, every single movie in this pack is blind bag, but like I would say on the unboxing videos, can you ever go wrong with the Criterion collection? I just choose the titles that got my attention when I read the description. So this is one of them. So movie number 1 on 4K edition. Movie number 2. We all know Titanic. We all know the story behind Titanic, but a guy recommended this film. This one is called A Night to Remember. This is a Blu-ray edition, and this movie was made before they knew how the Titanic like was divided into 2 parts or something. So I think this is one of those movies that the Titanic just go all the way to the bottom of the sea before it was discovered that it shrinked in like 2 different pieces. So this one is going to be an excited historical movie. I don't think it's a documentary. I think this is a movie about the Titanic situation. So that one is there. There is a lot of black and white movies on this set. So movie number 3, and this is the first digipack. This is the second and last 4K. This is the movie from David Lynch, Blue Velvet. Look how beautiful that digipack looks. Without even removing the shrink wrap on it. Like, look how beautiful this one looks. So this is the 4K edition of Blue Velvet. So these are the first 3 titles that I added to my Criterion collection. Let's go ahead and take them out to make room for the rest. Okay, so I have my 2 4Ks already. We're missing one of the digipacks, which is right here. So let's continue with the digipack. I have the Blu-ray edition of The Tree of Life, written and directed by Terrence Malick. I think Brad Pitt is on this movie, and for what I read, it's kind of like an experimental movie or something like that. So I'm excited to do a movie night and discover this one. But again, another beautiful digipack from the Criterion collection. So that's the 4th title. Let's go ahead now. Let me put them here. So I'm going to leave these 2 for last. So I got the Blu-ray edition. The guy that I saw doing this video, he was saying that you must have this on your collection, and I'm weak for Criterion and I'm weak for physical media, so I decided to add the Great Escape. This is a Blu-ray edition of this movie, so excited to do a movie now about it. Now, I feel like for Alfred Hitchcock, which is a director that I discovered because of my grandpa, he talked to me about Vertigo, so I decided to watch Vertigo, and I loved it. At that point, I was almost out of Cuba, so when I moved here to the US, I got the 4K edition of Rear Window, of Psycho, and The Birds. So I have seen already Vertigo, Psycho, and Rear Window. I'm missing The Birds, and he has way more titles on his collection that I want to add little by little. But I kind of like get into the Criterion collection. I already showed you guys 2 that I got on this haul, Rebecca and Notorious. But these 2 last Blu-ray editions are 2 new Alfred Hitchcock directed movies added to the collection. And I think both are in black and white. The one that caught my attention a lot because of what the movie is about, I have The Lady Vanishes. And again, this is a Blu-ray special edition. So those were the next 3. And the last one for now, yes, only for now, I'm excited for November. I already had on pre-order The Shape of Water, which I'm updated from my Blu-ray edition. I had Funny Girl on 4K, which I'm super excited to be enjoying that movie for the first time. And I also have Paper Moon, which is going to be a digipack of a movie that I haven't seen either. Now, there is a last movie right here, and I already told you guys that it's from Alfred Hitchcock. If you are into collecting Criterion collection, can you guess which movie I'm about to tell you guys that I got? Well, let's not wait no more. I have the Blu-ray edition of Alfred Hitchcock For Rain Correspondent. So, super nice. I just added like 4 movies from Alfred Hitchcock to my collection. It was only 4. Yes, and I think I'm still missing a few from the Criterion collection. There is definitely more Hitchcock movies outside of the Criterion collection that eventually I will get my hands on them, sorry. But this will be the final clip. For now, I want to stop a little bit with the Criterion collection because now I want to make the time to start watching the movies that I just had. I want to take for sure advantage of the sales that they do. I think they do the next one on November, but I will be on track of that. I want to go to a Barnes & Noble or something like that. And again, I already have 3 pre-order titles from the Criterion that they are coming out in November. So pretty good news for me there. And guys, I've been loving getting to grow my Criterion collection as fast as I can. They are a little pricey, so I couldn't have like super fast movies at a time, because again, I need to breathe a little bit. I'm still getting advantage from my birthday being last month and be like, oh, it's for my birthday, but my birthday is well gone, at least for the year. And I'm always down for recommendations. If you think there is movies that I should own as part of the Criterion collection, I would love to hear your recommendations. There are a lot of times I get movie because based on recommendations from people, not only on YouTube, from people around my life, like my dad, my mom, whatever movie they tell me, I try to give it an opportunity because I love watching movies. And guys, basically, that's the last title that I get for now. Again, stay tuned on the channel. Because Criterion is going to be an important part of the channel now that I discover how much I do love the label, and there's going to be a lot of unboxing videos coming your way. Like all these are going to have individual unboxing videos when we can talk a little bit more about what the physical release from Criterion comes. But guys, basically for now, that'll be all for today's video. Like I always say, I hope you guys are enjoying with this new kind of content in the channel. If you are, please let me know in the comments, leave me a like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can keep this one going. And see you guys again soon on a new video.